Hi, this is Amy with Homeschool Tracker, and welcome to our Getting Started guide. In this video, we'll show you how to create a lesson plan. Lesson plans allow you to create a list of all the assignments or work required for a course. They can be used over and over again by multiple students and are not tied to a specific schedule. You can then use the scheduler tool to assign items in your lesson plan as needed, daily, weekly, or monthly, etc., allowing you the flexibility to have your assignments ready when you need them to be added to the agenda. You can also view what assignments have been used and how many you have remaining, aiding you in setting the pace for your courses. There is no right or wrong way to use Homeschool Tracker, but many of our longtime Homeschool Tracker users suggest creating all of your lesson plans for the term or year and then scheduling them a week or two at a time. Before you create your own lesson plan, be sure to check for shared lesson plans in the Schedules and Planning menu. This is a great resource where users can share their lesson plans they have created. Enter a search keyword for a specific plan or leave it blank and click Go to view all the shared lesson plans. You can then view any of the lesson plans, and if you find one that fits, import it into your lesson plan list. Click Prepare for Import and it will generate a preview page. You must give it a new name and then can import all or selected items. Click Accept Selected Items and it will show up in the Lesson Plans menu. You can always edit the lesson plan to personalize it to your needs once it has been imported. Even if you don't find a lesson plan that fits your needs, it can be helpful to look through and see how other users build their lesson plans to get inspiration for organizing your own homeschool. To create your own lesson plan, in the menu click Lesson Plan, Add Single, or Add Multiple. Since we are creating a new lesson plan, I will click Add Multiple. I have decided that I want to create a geometry lesson plan so that my younger students can reuse the material when they reach that level. The method of adding items to your lesson plan is very similar to adding assignments in the agenda. The main difference is there are no dates assigned. I will call this Geometry, Seeing, Doing, Understanding, and it is used in my geometry course. These are both smart fields, so I can hit the spacebar to see a list of previously entered items or create new ones on the fly. The rest of the information is optional. I'm going to call the activity an assignment, and then add my textbook as a resource. Since I already have it in the library, I can begin typing the name and it will autofill, or I can hit the spacebar to see all available resources. Once you have all the details, continue to day numbers. In the lesson plan, day represents a single day of school for that particular subject and does not correspond to a specific date or day of the year. This allows you to create a sequence in which the lessons will be assigned, as well as allowing multiple lesson plans with the same day number to be assigned together on the same day. For example, if you know on the third day of geometry you will have an assignment and a quiz, they will both be given the day number 3 and will automatically be scheduled together. Since I'm currently just adding assignments, I want them to occur every day, so I will start on 1 and increment by 1. Continue to PLC. Just like adding an assignment, you can choose for Homeschool Tracker to automatically increment your lessons or pages of a book, or show the same PLC info for every entry. If you don't use the PLC option, just enter the number of copies you want created. I want to increment my lessons by 1, so I will click 1 part auto increment. I'm going to change the leading text to lesson, start with 1, and I have 60 lessons, so I will end with 60. I'm going to increment by 1 and have a leading 0 of 1. Now continue to preview. Once again, this allows you to double check to make sure the items look correct. If you need to edit or update, click the tabs at the top. Do not click Return to Lesson Plan unless you want to exit completely, losing what you have created so far. This looks good, so I will select all and accept the selected items. This will bring me back to the lesson plan menu. I can now see that I have 60 assignments in my lesson plan and the PLC increments by 1 every day. This looks good, but I also have some quizzes that I want to add to my lesson plan. I can add them individually by clicking Add Single, or since I know there's a quiz every 5 days, I can click Add Multiple to add them all at once. The lesson plan name is already entered since I was viewing that lesson plan when I clicked Add. Select the subject and course. I will enter quiz for the activity and my textbook as a resource. Continue to day numbers. I would like a quiz every 5 days, so I will start on day 5 and increment by 5. Continue to page, lesson, chapter. This time I don't want to use PLC increment, and I know I have 11 quizzes, so I will enter 11 in the number of copies. Now I will continue to preview. The preview screen will show the new items to be added in white. Existing items cannot be selected and are shown in purple. Looking at the first new item, you can see that it starts on day 5 and occurs every 5 days. If everything looks correct, select all and accept the selected items. This is an example of a very basic lesson plan. You can add or edit items in your lesson plan at any time to customize it to fit your needs. That does it for this Getting Started video. In our next video, we'll show how to use the scheduler tool to begin assigning lesson plan items in the agenda. Thanks for watching.